Friday. Oh, it's Friday. At the end of a very long June 30th, 2023. And here's what's shaking at the Almond Alliance. I'm Aubrey Betancourt, President and CEO of the Almond Alliance, the voice of American almonds in Sacramento, Washington, D.C. and beyond. And I'm coming to you today from Mobile Command en route to Cortez Growers Grower Night. We love doing these. I particularly love doing these. We've been trying to hit every one of these. If you invite us, we try to get there. It's our favorite thing. This is where, the membership really is the heart and soul of this organization. And it's how we learn. It's how we know if we're on track, if we're doing what's right for you and with you. And so please, if you are a member, invite us to things. We love showing up for them. You can do that by renewing your membership. Membership renewals are in your mailbox or in your inbox as we speak, or becoming a member. This week, this will be my third member event. Again, we are here to serve you all, and so we love spending time with you. And then the teams in Sacramento and DC have to come and drag me out of the field into places like Sacramento, where this week it was a bit bonkers this week with that slam bam, thank you ma'am, infrastructure package that we supported. Glad to see that pass. Glad to see that hang on to its roots for streamlining CEQA, limiting judicial review, and really forcing us to do good science, good protection in good time, and make good investments that we've been promised for 20, 30 years. I really, as someone who's done federal environmental review, to me, this is really important in that we should trust ourselves, that we don't do things the way we did 50 years ago. We know better, we know how, and that the critical infrastructure that we so need for our agriculture, for our environment, for our rural communities, deserves to be treated just as much as our entertainment centers, like our stadiums. And don't get me wrong, I love a good ball game like the next person. So we're really excited to see that pass, really excited to be on a good part of that team. So many diverse interests were involved in that process, and really want to thank you all for your support in that too. Also this week in Sacramento, we saw a changeover of leadership from Rendon to Rivas, so it's a whole new era, whole new ball game. We're looking forward to hearing who some of our new leaders will be on critical committees in the state legislature, and working with them going forward. Also this week, we have just, bills kind of slamming through for the end of session. We've got, and what we've been working on, one, for instance, has been really critical for us, is really good management around water rights and good clarity around water rights. And so bills like AB 460 that we saw turn into a 2-year bill, really working to protect and examine critical law and rights and rights of access that we all need. So glad to see that become a 2-year bill, and we'll continue to work in the legislature to protect water rights for our agricultural producers and for our rural communities. So continuing to work on that. We also worked on, there's some legislation moving around rodenticides, and so we're actively working in that, making sure we have the critical tools that we need to protect the product that we make from pests, the product that is consumed. It's a food product. I don't want rats in my food. And so we're working on that, along with a number of other partners, and we continue to push forward in that space. We've got a lot of ball game left before everybody goes on vacay at the state legislature, and we've got a few other priorities and tricks up our sleeves, so we're really excited to keep working on that. Pivoting over to the federal side this week. Last week, I don't think I gave you guys an update. I know we put out some statements on it, but we want to send a special thank you. I'm sure you've seen it by now, the announcement of the reduced tariffs on almonds and a number of other specialty crops into India. Why is this critical? We've talked about this so long. India is our largest market and a critical powerhouse trade partner for the United States, particularly for our ag product, and particularly for almonds, of course. So we are really excited to see a tariff reduction. This is related to the retaliatory tariffs. As we've said so many times before, it's not right in our eyes to have, in an effort to protect one American worker, to burden or punish another. And so we're really thankful for the decision that was made, both by the United States trade leadership, but also by India. in this space. We especially want to thank our partners who've been working on this with us for a very long time. We've been actively working this issue with partners such as Senator Padilla, Congressman Jim Costa, and Speaker McCarthy. The letters they've put out, working with us, utilizing the data from Almonds to particularly codify what is going on and the effects that these tariffs are having. We're hoping this will have some good impact on the next upcoming position report. Well, it'll probably be more like hopefully will impact the July sales and movement of goods, movement of product. We're expecting the June position report around July 11th, and USDA's 2023 crop objective report coming out objective estimate coming out the next day on July 12th. So all of that to say, it's going to have an interesting effect on what the market's doing, what the market may do. We're still watching. We're cautiously optimistic. Let's just be honest. It's not easy out there right now. We're still recovering from pandemic decision making and pandemic and supply chain disruption. That being said, we're resilient. We're solving problems. We're moving product, and we need to keep our heads down and keep doing so. One other kind of area in this space has been the work that we're doing with partners pursuing access for almonds in USAID, the McGovern-Dole Food Program, as well as WIC and a number of other programs. Our team has been working on that this week again. Again, opening access and markets and new opportunities for almonds as a stable, shelf-stable, highly nutrient-dense protein, and working with a number of other partners on the global scale to open access for almonds in that space. Along those lines, the Section 32 solicitation should be out right now for USDA. So if you're interested in participating in that program, please go to usda.gov and look up Section 32 for almonds. We'll put out some more information on that as more is coming out. We've been really thankful, working really hard with AMS to assist in that process, some streamlining around some of the inspections, to just make it a more functional program for all parties involved, both USDA and others. So we're very thankful to our partners there who've been helping with that. Farm Bill. You can read about our Farm Bill priorities in the Almond Advantage magazine and also on our website. Seeing some great progress in the and a lot of traction right now in discussion around disaster programming, around insurance coverage for almonds, NAP coverage for almonds, and the AGI discussion is heating up as well. Really looking at what's going to be functional. Gotta say again, thank you to our membership. Whenever we have questions or we want to make sure that the policies that we're hearing are working, we reach back out through our committees, we reach back out through our Tiger teams, we reach back out through our board of directors and you, the members, to get that feedback. And you all have been answering those calls this week. So thank you all very, very much. Also on tap this week, we were giving tours and we were out visiting different members. Van Brothers up north, spent some great time with them, and thank you so much for hosting a tour this week for our Lieutenant Governor, Eleni Kounalakis. Wonderful to be in the North State, wonderful to be with our members in the North State as well. See, we travel, we go places. It's really fun. And it was just a great discussion. It really was. It was dynamic. It was meaty. It had content talking about what we need as a state. How do we be proud of our agriculture as a state? And what do we need, especially around infrastructure development going forward? That was definitely top of mind. And what can someone in that executive position in California do? It was really great and wonderful to have her out, reaching out to us as a community and reaching out to us as an industry for input, and really have enjoyed those tours and those events. Same thing, Yosemite Farm Credit, we were with their board of directors, and I gotta just give a big shout out to them. They've been a wonderful partner and sponsor, of course, of events, but the resources they bring through their economics division there at Terrain has been critical for our advocacy work. Having good data, making the case for good policy has allowed us to be in a very dominant position, and we really appreciate the work that they've done for us on AGI, the work that they've done for us on electrification and grid needs in California from the almond perspective. And so really want to say thank you again to Yosemite Farm Credit and Terrain for their continued support. Just a shout out to them. They help us make good decisions and help this industry stay leaning forward in these spaces. As we turn and look ahead, one more thing this week. It was a lot of fun. LandFlex closed out this week. LandFlex Phase 2. 90 applications, I think, in LandFlex Phase 2. Unreal. We'll be in touch with you over the course of the next 5 to 10 business days to help finalize your application. Those are being scored and ranked now. Thank you so much to the GSAs who've been partners in that process as well. If you were in LandFlex Phase 1, your contracts are due. So if you have not heard from your GSA, you need to call them and you need to get your contract signed if you would like to receive funding for the program. Again, LandFlex Phase 1, get your contract signed. LandFlex Phase 2, thank you again. Portal closed on Wednesday. Sit tight, we'll be in touch. We're scoring those as we speak. Great meetings with DWR this week. We are so overwhelmed by the amount of support and interest in the program, and really appreciate the interest in the program, because that is what's going to make it a better program. Again, a farmer-driven program, a water-focused program. It's not about fallow ground, it's about water conserved, it's about water managed right, and it's about farmers being part of that solution and seeking to be involved in that solution, in that decision making, and finding that financial security and regulatory certainty to do so. So again, LandFlex, stay tuned. If you need more information, go to landflex.org. You can always also reach out to Almond Alliance or Western United Dairies, your technical assistance providers. More this week. Gosh, we had a board meeting this week. We've had committee meetings this week. We've had tiger team meetings this week. We've been working on endangered species. We've been working on pesticide issues. We're watching and waiting for new EPA guidance that might be coming out with regards to environmental review on new chemistries. We are in a lot of places at once. It's amazing. We've got a great team at the Almond Alliance, and I can't sing their praises enough. I have such overwhelming pride to be a part of their ranks and to be a part of this team, and cannot tell you enough how much you should be proud of the people that are out there working for you and with you, and all across this country. It's really amazing, from technical assistance to admin to even just helping with membership renewals and events. Really appreciate it. Again, want to say thank you to all of you. Your membership renewals are out there, so make sure you renew. If you have friends that want to be members, call us. Or if you want to be an ambassador for us, find out what it means to be a part of this team. We're out here, like I said, it's a privilege to be your voice. We're going to be out on the road again in the next couple of weeks. We're working again on supply chain. We're tackling box rules. We've got some work we're going to be doing on that with some new partners from across the country. Excited about what's coming there. We're going to be in Washington, D.C. this month of July, again, hammering on Farm Bill and the needs for almonds in Farm Bill. Could you imagine? Farm Bill, I think, always has that perception of being about the big commodities. Guess what? We're a big commodity as the specialty crop, the largest nut export, number 4 for the U.S. So it's a really amazing time to be a part of this industry and to be leaning in. As tough as things are, we're working with you to bring those resources to you to help you get through it, and to see this industry come through this transitionary period stronger than ever, bigger than ever, bolder than ever, in more places and more opportunities than ever could become. So become a member, get your voice heard in this space, tell us what you need so we can go bring it to you, can go guide it for you, can go navigate it with you in that policy, politics, and regulatory space. That's our job at the Almond Alliance, and we thank you all so much for your continued support. As always, we want to wish you a great weekend. Stay cool out there. It's hot. And more importantly, enjoy your 4th of July, celebrating Independence Day next week. We hope that you stay safe. We hope that you have good time with good family, and that you remember and acknowledge and celebrate all the ideals, and recommit ourselves to all the ideals that this country was founded on, around individual liberty, individual accountability, and individual opportunity. And the ability to protect and defend that for each other. So we wish you all a happy and safe 4th of July, and we wish you all a great weekend. Until next time, on What's Shakin'.